Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to my OpenTTD Let's Play. Today we'll be cracking on with a brand new part of the network, but let's just bring ourselves up with what's happening so far. So far we're working with the Whole Beach Factory Challenge. Now we're not doing a massive amount with that at the moment, we're just doing enough to keep the factory open. So we're delivering some items and transporting as much goods away as possible. When I can afford it, we'll probably put a third train on there. Then we have our coal network, which is really kind of our main money maker at the moment. I've got ideas about how to completely redesign this coal network, so it isn't just a bit of a money maker, it would be an absolute gold mine. Seeing as we don't have coal, it would be coal. I've got an idea about how I want to tweak that, and it has to do with having a bi-directional hub. But we'll come back to that in the future because I haven't got the money to put that in place. What else have we got? Well, we've got the main line. It comes up from London and it goes all the way up to Newark. Now, I have been planning to get it up past, I think it was, past Doncaster and up through probably York and Leeds and so forth. But that isn't a massive money maker, not like the coal. So I'm not going to spend money on expanding it right now. What we're going to do is look at the things that make us the most money and concentrate on them first. So if we have a look at the cargo payment rates, you can see that we've got a various different number of items on here. And if we just, let's see, which one is it? Where has it gone? Valuables. We're going to discount valuables at this early stage of the game. Mainly because there aren't too many banks about and they don't produce a lot, so you can't do mass movements. So the next options is goods, coal and steel. So to me, we're already shifting goods out of that factory. If we can get steel going into that factory, we're going to get more steel, more goods, more money. They're good payment rates. Let's do that. So just before the episode started, I had a look round and I found some good places where there's some ore mines. So there's some iron ore mines over here, there's some in quite a cluster, and there's some nearby too. I figured if I can bring them to a steel mill that's part way across the country, then I can turn that into steel and bring it over to the factory. There was some other ore mines, in fact there's even more of them if we go down this area. There's loads, we've got 4 there, 1 on the side, 2 here, 2 there, and another 1 or 2 over here as well. So there's absolutely loads down this way. The problem is with these ones is they're just too far. With the trains that we've got, especially with the trains that we've got right now, they're not going to make the journeys that good or that profitable. Now whilst we're over here, let's have a look at Exeter. 3,000, not great. And look, they've gone and done what I didn't want them to do and built a bridge over. So we're going to stop them from doing that with a bit more track. It's going to cost us some maintenance, but hopefully Exeter will continue to expand. Now at the moment we've got the 5 little stations in there. The town is growing every 25 days. I've seen towns that are bigger, and the only thing I can think of is that the buses that we've got going round aren't quite enough to satisfy that target of having them drop off regularly enough. So let's clone these out. We'll clone them out, we'll have another 3 going, that's 5 in total, and at the moment all these buses on this route are making good money. Let's have a look. Yep, they're making profit. Not massive profit, but they're making profit. So we're going to get them going. They're going to start running soon. Of course the game's paused at the moment, but what we're going to do is use the money that's coming in to start those iron ores. Now I did find a steel mill. Where am I? I'm in Wales. There we are. I found a steel mill not too far from Runcorn sort of area, Liverpool. What else is around here? Chester. So near Chester we've got this steel mill, and I thought, well, if we can have steel coming in from the north and south, then we can have it going out across the country, and if we go straight across we come to Newark and nearly straight into Whole Beach. So I don't know exactly where the line's going to go. So today is a 2-parter. Actually, it's probably going to be 2 over the next 2 episodes. Firstly, iron ore down to the steel mill, steel to the factory, and then watch the money roll in. So here we go. I'm going to unpause the game just so that there's a bit of money accumulating. We're going to go with 6-length stations still for this particular network. When we redo the coal network, I want to experiment with some larger trains. So for now, I think we're going to have 3 tracks for loading. Yeah, I don't care about that right now, thank you. 3 tracks for loading with a platform length of 6. So we'll have that here. Can I do it so that it covers all the mines? No, I can't. So what I'll do is I'll do it so it covers these ones. And then we'll just have temporarily, because this station's going to grow and eventually will capture this, but until the station grows, for maintenance reasons, we'll just do that and capture that one for now. So we're going to have an in and an out, and I just need to remind myself which way the trains are going on my tracks. Okay, they're going that way. So this is going to be the in, and for the in, we'll just do this. And we'll have a nice double depot just before, leaving a track of space. Popping ourselves a signal in. Oh, there we go. And this bit here is probably a bit wrong, to be honest. And for the out bit, we're going to need a signal on the end of the station, because for Ro-Ro stations, you need that. And then I think what we'll do is we'll do a relatively nice arc out. So we'll come straight past this bit here. That's not going to be a full train length, but I want this to be a full train length. Yeah, we'll do it like that. And then hopefully I can have a nice full train length to here. And then we go straight across the hillsides. Now, I'm not exactly sure where this is going to line up. And also, up and down all these hills is not going to be great for our trains. But I'm thinking about money at the minute. Okay, let's see. What's the best thing for the situation here? Can I remove a bit? Why won't it let me do that? Have I run out of money already? Yes, I'm starting to run low on money. But recently, in the not last episodes, because we were looking at other people's games in those episodes, but in the recent episodes, we only just got some of these train stations up and running. And look, we've got loads of coal that needs shifting. That is profit and money coming in. In fact, Train 13 is apparently lost, but it just made us an absolute load of money. Now, I think that was the first one. Yeah, it is lost. Why can't you get back onto the track you need to go? Oh, I've got the signals wrong here. Or have I? No, I haven't. Where are you? Hang on, stop. Pause. Right, where are you going? Hellish Power Station, yeah, that's this one, to Worksop Woods, which I think, yeah, is this one. So you can't get back there. Why can't you get back there? Because the signals on this line are backwards. That's why. The signals on this line are all backwards. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So this tunnel here doesn't want to be there. This bit wants to be the tunnel. This bit wants to be the merge. Oh, I'm going to have to do some fixing here, and I hope we've got enough money to do that. So if I delete that, expand this across, pop the tunnel in, just pop that extra bit of track in, that sorts that out. Now I'm going to have to remove all these signals and hope that we don't have a problem. So now this train's going to have to divert onto this track. These signals are going to have to go. That depot is no longer before a station, it's after, which is against my rules. Let's fix this bit so that you come in like that. Doing so like that means we need an extra signal in here and here. That one can be removed. Okay, so that's that bit sorted out. And now I need to get this train back on the right track. Now to do that, I'm going to have a bit of track that comes off here temporarily. Okay, that will get it back to where it needs to be, and as soon as this train's gone, that should be fine. But then all of this is wrong. And they're supposed to visit this station on the... Oh my goodness, this is all very wrong. Okay, we'll block that off and we'll figure it out. Depot's in the wrong place. Oh, right. I'll be back once I've fixed this. Well, there we go. It's not pretty, but it works. We've got a nice split for this junction, and it goes straight on and under and into the station. That shouldn't slow trains down. It's not a bridge, so it's not going to have speed limits. It's quite short, so we're not going to have a problem with train lengths and signals. And also, this bit was quite easily to swap around. Just move the depot, swap the signals over, and it just comes around the other side of Nottingham South and then into the station. We've now got a double depot at the station. That's really important. And we've got lots of coal trains coming in to drop stuff off. What I'm going to do now is actually bring the station list up. Is that the station list? Yeah, 22 stations. And we're going to sort them by total waiting cargo. And we're going to sort it by the ones at the top. Now, I'm not too worried about the passenger ones. I'm really interested in the coal ones. So Worksop Woods down here has a lot of waiting stuff. But is that just because we've got going and we've only got 2 trains? Maybe. Can I afford another one? No. It's nearly 50,000. Okay, but I fixed that now, so we should get a few trains starting to come in, and every time one of those trains delivers, so we've got one here that's just on its way back. At the moment, I know it's got to get back, but it's got 37 grand profit just from that one trip. It dropped off at 40, which means, you know, we're probably going to get back at 35, maybe 32 grand a trip. Not too shabby. Now, I don't want the game to run on too far because I want to try and get as much built as possible, but we need the game to run a little bit just so that we get some money coming in. Now, I'll keep that station list up. There we go, total waiting cargo. And I think what we'll do is keep... Oh, hang on a minute, we've got 70 grand in the bank. We're definitely going to get another train. We're going to get one more train and then build that track that I keep saying that we're going to build. So... we'll clone that train and send it on its way right away. Brilliant. Okay, we'll come back to the coal later. Let's let that continue running. The coal isn't the only thing making us money, but it is a big thing that's making us money. Now, I want to get this railway line down over here, and I don't want this road to be in my way, so I'm going to bring up the road tool and remove. I'm just going to pull that bit of road out of the way. Come on, when you... Oh, not enough cash. Okay, maintenance has kicked in and we ran out of money. But don't worry. We're going to be rolling in it. Sometime probably soonish. Look, 38 grand just came in and I don't know why. So at some point I'll come back over here and smooth this land over. But at the moment I'm willing to take the slight chance that a train might slow down just a tiny bit. Now we're going to hit that steel mill. So let's now make a smart decision about where we want this line to go. It's got to head all the way down to here. And there's some towns to get by here. And I'm thinking it looks like it's going to go straight past St Helens. Needs to go straight past this water here as well. But then if it's not too close, it's going to hit Burton Wood. So I think we're going to be looking at doing it like this. Which means that bit of road there will need to go. Let's just do that, to be honest. There we go. So that's that part. And then when that comes down here... Excuse me, finances. I don't want to see my finances. I don't like my finances. We've got a few road vehicles in a depot. Let's just sell them. We don't need them. They're just sat there in the way. Right. So that's going to be relatively easy. We'll just come under around this hill and into a station there. Do I do a terminus? No. It needs to be a row. We're going to have too many trains coming through. Then we've got to connect this railway line up with that railway line. This one can carry on. I think it just goes straight past all them. And then we just do a little kink here. It looks like, for the most part, we're not going to hit much. And I think if as long as we get past this town, yeah, we're going to be alright. Okay, so it's good to plan your route, especially in these early days, especially if you don't want the line to mess around too much. We're going to just hop over here. We're going to put our one little bit of kink in, and kinks do not slow down. Corners slow down. A left and then a right will not slow you down. A right and a right will. Or no, not necessarily will. Could slow you down. That's the important bit there. Now, we're going to have to put another kink in just to make sure that we line up with this one, I think. Let's just check. Oh no, we're in line. We just need to get rid of some road. Okay, so let's get the remove tool on that road. What? Convert? Hang on a minute, what? Convert. Upgrade type of road. Shift toggles between... I don't know what sort of type of roads they're talking about. I meant to click the remove tool. Never mind. Cannot remove road from here. There is no road. Yes, there is. I just misclicked. Okay, so it's costing me about 100 something. It's pretty much the same price to bomb it. There we go. So we've done most of that line now. We've just got to do the bit down to here. I say most. We've actually got a big section through here. But the money is starting to pour in off that coal mine, which we have just spent absolutely lovely. And then I think this is going to be, yeah, this is going to be where we have another kink. So we're going to have one tiny kink and one big kink, and I think we'll be fine. Now we haven't got any road vehicles around here, so I'm not worried about that bit of road. Nice bit there. A nice bit there. Just get that bit right. Fantastic. And then we've just got to do the station this side. Right, we've got enough money to build a station, so I'm going to pause the game. Now we're going to have 3 completely separate stations in here. 2 ins, 1 out. And what we'll do is we'll leave this section here, all beneath that, for the out. So then we need these trains to come in. Now, which way round are my railway lines? Because I always forget. We're coming down this line here, so we're going to be going in and out that way. Okay, so I need to leave a gap of 2. And what I'll do is we'll do a 3-track station for now. That should be plenty, and we can expand if we need to. So there's our station. Now just double checking, you can see that the coverage includes the steel mill and it accepts iron ore. Fantastic. Because it's a ro-ro, we need bits on the end of the platform so that we can come out of there. And we'll turn the track straight around. It's going to be a little bit slow coming out of there, but I don't really care. We'll bring that bit straight and we'll have that diverge straight out of there. Double depot it. Depots everywhere. We're going to need depots down the line on this one. And I would like to have signals more regularly. It would just cost too much money right now. And I think this is the one place where I'm going to do some terraforming. So I'm going to hold control to do diagonal terraforming. 19 grand. Relatively expensive at the moment for us, but I feel that was worth it because otherwise it would have been a bit difficult to put the line exactly where I wanted it, which is just there. We've still got enough money to finish off that little bit, I think. Not quite. Okay. Let's let the game run on a little bit and we'll get the signals and bits in. So just pop some signals in at the end there. And then I think if we just leave a little bit of length, put that signals in along there. That looks good to me. Okay. Have we got a train deliver yet? We just need a train to deliver. Then we can finish this last bit of track, get the signals in, and we can buy our trains. Start making some real serious money, please. Right, I don't know if we're going to have enough money for all these signals. Wasn't too bad. Okay, just checking the line now. Signals all the way down. It's a good way to look for the signals all the way down your lines, because then you know if there's a break in the line that you wasn't expecting. Okay, that's all good. What we'll do is we'll get one train loading up right away. We're going to look at the new vehicles, and the A4 is actually now more reliable than the Jubilee. What am I using everywhere else on the network? Let's have a look down here. Yeah, I'm not using the A4 there. That doesn't look like the A4. No, it's not. Where am I? There's my line. It goes to here. Yep. We're also going to change the name of some of these stations as well and make them look better. I mean, this looks like a passenger station, so we'll have to tweak that at a later date. But that's when we've got too much money and we've got some extra time. And let's see. Goods wagon. No, we don't want that. We want a truck of some description. The bulk truck. Yes, we'll need that. So this steam train here, it costs a lot more to buy, but has a bit more horsepower and a bit more speed, which I think is going to be necessary for a big long line. This is quite a long line. I think it's about 340-ish in length. So it's quite long. So what we'll do is we'll move forward with the game a little bit. I'll buy a couple of them. We'll get them refitted and sort them out. Okay, so here you go. I'm actually remembering to refit these to iron ore before we set this on its way. There we are. Tons of iron ore. What we can do in total? 330 tons of iron ore. That's what we're going to do. So orders. Full load. It's got to be a full load there, and of course it's going to come all the way down this line and unload at the steel hub. Now I don't know how many of these we're going to be able to get going with our current funding, but I would love to be able to get these two ore mines in on the act as well. Are they 56 tons and 18 tons? They're not that good, to be honest. They're not good. There's another couple up here actually. So maybe these two could get picked up from those two as it then feeds into the hub. I've also renamed the station. So this is the Iron Ore Hub North. Then we've got the Steel Hub, and then I'm hoping to maybe bring some steel in from the south in the future. Maybe even from all the way down here. Once we get some better engines, we can maybe have some longer trains. That'll be really good. We're not going to get the steel to the factory just yet, but we'll probably do that next episode. And also, let's have a look at the stations. Yeah, Works Up Woods. Again, it's got way too much stuff waiting for it. I need to buy a train for that really as well. So let's see if we can afford a train for that. Ideally, I want to just clone an existing one. How much is that going to cost? 50 grand. I haven't got 50 grand at the moment. We're still in this money making, trying, scheming stage. And looking at some of the games, like the submissions that you guys have done over the last few episodes have been absolutely fantastic, and some of you are making so much money on your railway lines. But I'm hoping that we'll be able to turn a point soon. I want to have a good look at the operating profit soon. I don't care about how much money's in the bank. In fact, in this early stage of the game, if you've got money lying around in the bank, it's money you're not investing in the company. That's my way of doing it. Either that or it's coming in faster than you can build, in which case, good on you. So for those of you who did submit maps for me to look at, thank you very much for doing that. It was brilliant to see them. For those of you who submitted them but didn't get to see them in the episodes, I'm sorry you didn't get the opportunity this time, but I'm sure that if you continue to submit your games, I will pick some randomly as we go through the series and we will have a good look at them. So the one thing that I haven't really done yet, and I'm just double checking, yeah, I have done it there, is I forgot to put the depots on this line. So this train here, it's already 70% full. I think we're probably going to be looking at putting a depot here. And ideally we ain't got enough money for depots. Ideally what I would like is to put double depots in and much better stuff on this line, but I don't think it's really viable at the moment. It also helps if you place the depots the right way round. And we'll put some here as well, just keeping an eye out for which one I've got selected, and then I'll just do about a screen's length. I'm eyeballing this at the minute. I don't know how often these are going to service and how regular they might want to. I'll just put one last lot of depots down here. Works Up Woods has now just had 3 trains visit it in quick succession, so we haven't got a massive amount of stuff lying around there. Now that station list, can I turn it on so it does what is that? That's wood. I don't want wood. I want iron ore. Iron ore. What's the? It's goods, coal, mail. Where's iron? Oh, ore. There we go. So, what does it say? Hold control to select more than one item. Well, I'm trying to. Oh, I see. There's iron ore and there's coal. There we go. That's what I want. Iron ore and coal. They're the two that I want. You know what? Let's have a look at goods as well, because if there's too many goods at the factory, we want to know about it. So there we go. Our first train's on its way. It's already broken down. Its reliability is still 70%, so that's probably a little bit unlucky. We've got auto renew failing on vehicles, and I think what we'll do is as soon as we've got the money, we'll get a few more of these trains going. But I'm really interested to see on how much money this train's going to make. I need to make a good estimation here, don't I? Okay, so let's have a think about this. It's coming over here, it's picking up iron ore. Iron ore's value is not quite as good as coal, but it's going a good straight journey, pretty much straight. It's not perfectly straight. Straight journeys are more efficient. You want to try and keep journey straight as possible. The exception is if you by straight I mean direct. The line is quite direct. In fact, if you turn on the cargo distribution flow legend, if I just turn all of them on, you can see this line here from the station label all the way down here, this line that goes from station to station. Okay, it shows you where your railway line should be. Okay, the most direct route. So for example, if we go over to the coal area, you can see, or you might be able to see, there we go, we've got some coal lines all going backwards and forwards along here, and you can see it's going, the routes are all going up to the power station up here, which is actually quite bad. The station label needs to be over here, so I think I need to fix that at some point. I'll do that between episodes. But you can see the routes of which it's saying, so anything from Cottonley south to the power station wants to be going directly that way, but we're not. We're coming down here and there. So I'm happy with this new line. It should be a good money maker. Let's turn that distribution legend off. We don't want that right now. And I think we'll let this run until this train gets there. In fact, what we probably do is just fast forward it a little bit. Oh, it broke down again. What's its service interval set to? 20%. So the starting percentage for this train in terms of reliability, if we look at trains, available trains, and this one is 80, which means once it drops below 60 it will service, which I think it just did. So let's have a look. Yep, it's gone up to 80% again. So if we watch this train very closely, and we've got new tramway vehicles available, which I do want to do trams at some point. I'm just not doing them right now. Now, looking at this, I don't think it's going to get below its service interval before it gets to that station. Maybe I should change the service interval to 10%. Get the trains to just service more regularly. And that may mean that it will just be a lot better for less breakdowns. But we'll see. We'll see. So there goes that train. It's not going to get to its service interval in time for it to get to the station. So I'm going to end the episode with my good old age question. How much do you think this train is? Look, it breaks down in the station. How much do you think this train's going to make? Right, that's what I was estimating before. I think we're going to get an income, and I'm going to tell you this time what I think straight off. I reckon there's going to be an income of 95 grand. That's what I'm saying. Put it down in the comments what you guys think it's going to be, and I will see you in that next episode. Also, leave all your other thoughts, ideas and questions down there as well. Don't forget to come to my website to have a look at all the different things that go on, including the giveaways, and I will let you come and join our Discord, because we're all having a good chinwag on there about techniques, help for different people, and how things are getting on in the game. So come and have a look. But that's all from me for now. Thank you, take care, and goodbye.